All right, we've covered the Rex, we've seen the Spino. Surely we're done with the heavyweights now, right?
Not even close. Imagine a predator longer than a Rex that could run at 50 kilometers per hour and hunted in gangs to bring down 80-ton titans.
A gang of giant predators? Who are we talking about here?
The Giganotosaurus. And believe me, the T-Rex is lucky they didn't live on the same continent. It started with the cousins. In China, we found Dilong and Yutyrannus, direct relatives of the T-Rex, completely covered in beautiful, thick proto-feathers.
Wait, Yutyrannus was 9 meters long. That's not a small bird, that's a feathered bus.
Exactly. If the cousins had them, why wouldn't the king? Birds just related to dinosaurs. They are dinosaurs. Every time you see a sparrow, you're looking at a tiny, flying theropod.
So my Thanksgiving turkey is basically a scaled-down relative of the T-Rex? That explains the attitude. But why feathers? Why would a 9-ton killing machine need a coat?
Think of it as high-tech insulation. Feathers help babies stay warm and help adults regulate heat. It's not just for flying, it's for surviving. Unlike the T-Rex, which was a 9-ton fast walker, the Giganotosaurus was built for the chase. Estimates suggest it could hit 50 kilometers per hour.
50 kilometers per hour? That's faster than Usain Bolt. You can't even outrun it?
No chance. It was an active predator, a pure athlete. The heat was so intense that any animal larger than a cat that couldn't hide underground or underwater was literally cooked alive. The T-Rex had no shelter. The king had no fortress.
So the feathers we talked about, they just caught fire?
Most likely. It was the end of the giants. 24 hours later, the heat finally faded. But then came the deep freeze. The soot and sulfur blocked the sun entirely. Night lasted for years.
From an oven to a freezer. Talk about bad luck. So how are we here, if everything was cooked or frozen?
Luck. Small mammals, burrowing reptiles, and birds. Anything that could eat detritus and hide in the dark. They inherited the Earth by being small.
Bottom line, if they fought, who wins?
They never met. There's a 30-million-year gap. But the Rex has the strongest bite, while the Giga has the reach and speed. It's the brawler versus the fencer. The public finally met it in Jurassic World Dominion, where it's the ultimate villain.
Finally! But let me guess, the movie version is a bit exaggerated?
Always. The real Giga didn't have those back spikes, but it was just as terrifying without them. So the conspiracy is just science moving forward. T-Rex wasn't a giant lizard. It was a giant, warm-blooded, feathered bird of prey on steroids.
I'm coming around to it. A 9-ton eagle monster is actually way more nightmare fuel than a lizard. All right, I accept the feathers. But if I see a T-Rex in a tuxedo, I'm unsubscribing.
Deal. If you want more shattering childhood myths, let us know in the comments.
Which look do you prefer? Team Scales or Team Feathers? Let's settle this below.